Yo guys, what is happening? My name is God Disciple and welcome to another DCUO video. So today guys, I am going to be showing you my second Mental DPS loadout for Mental DPSing in PvE. Now last week I brought to you my beginner's guide to DPSing and today's loadout is the expert version. So I'm going to be showing you where to put your power points, the loadout and the beast rotation that I use. Now for everything else, make sure that you do check out my previous guide in the description to this video. So yeah guys, if you have mastered the beginner's guide, then let's get that beast damage out with Mental. So first up guys, I'm going to be showing you where to put your power points. So in the telekinesis tree, you want to be getting telekinesis at the top. You want to go down and get telekinetic push, go left to psychic resonance, and go over to the right and get psychic empowerment. You then want to be going over into the illusion tree and you want to get terra tendrils, go down to psychic shock, go left to grandeur, right to invisibility. In the middle you want to get phantom flames, and then you want to go left and get mass hysteria. You then want to go down and left and get menace, and then go into the middle, right down to the bottom and get mass terror. This is going to leave you with 3 power points to put in your iconic powers. So make sure that you get the 2 damage buffs and also get the extra power from Wisdom of Solomon. So next up guys is your loadout. Now with this build you are going to be using both the damage and invisibility tray. So you're going to be using both of them. So first of all, head over to the damage tray. And first of all, you want to put Phantom Flames. Next up, you want to have Telekinetic Push. Then you want to have Psychic Shock. And then you want to have Invisibility. And then Grandeur. And then Mass Terror. So very, very similar to the last one. But then in the Invisibility tree, you want to have Psychic Resonance. And then Mass Hysteria. And then Menace. And then Psychic Empowerment. The last 2 is not really important, you're not going to be using them, but I always put return to normal at the end and you'll see why in a second. So with the damage tray, you've got Phantom Flames, which is big impact damage and damage over time. You've got Telekinetic Push, which is damage. You've got Psychic Shock, which is damage. You've got Invisibility, which will obviously make you invisible. And you've got Grandeur, which is an aggro dump, but also ties into the advanced mechanics. And then you've got Mass Terror, which is your big hit at the end of the advanced mechanics. And then in the invisibility tree, you've got Psychic Resonance, which starts off your advanced mechanics with Mental. You've then got Mass Hysteria, which is a supercharge. You've then got Menace, which is an attack buff. And you've got Psychic Empowerment, which gives power to the group, but you've also got a slight might and precision increase in there as well. Right, okay guys, so we now move on to the final part of the guide, which is your rotation. Now, for you guys that have seen the beginner's guide to Mental DPSing that I uploaded last week, and I really do suggest that you go and watch it if you haven't already, you will notice a big change in my loadout. You will notice that I've taken Psychic Resonance out of there and I've replaced it with Invisibility. And I know you're probably thinking I'm crazy for doing this, but the reason for it is because when you go into Invisibility, you can hide your powers in there. So you can see that I've got the Psychic Resonance, the Mass Hysteria, the Menace, and the Psychic Empowerment. So basically, when you're going to be starting the rotation, you're going to be going straight into Invisibility. But you want to be doing it at a distance so that you are not going to basically be getting hit out of your Invisibility. If you get caught without having your Psychic Resonance active and you've got Invisibility on cooldown, you've basically got to wait until Invisibility is off its cooldown like it is now, until you can get your Psychic Resonance back up and get that damage going again. So you've got to be very, very quick with it and very safe with it at the same time. But once you get that Psychic Resonance there, as long as you keep going through your rotation, you're not going to lose it unless you get knocked out. So you always want to be making sure you're doing this as quick as possible. So I'm going to show you it in sort of normal time, and I'll try my very, very best to talk through it as I'm doing it. But you basically start off with Invisibility, go Psychic Resonance, Mass Hysteria, and then Menace clip with Psychic Empowerment. This will take you out, and then you go straight into Mass Terror, Grandeur, Mass Terror again. And you'll see there that after I did Invisibility, you get the big hit with Mass Terror like you do it after you do Grandeur. So you are getting 2 massive hits instantly without having to go through your normal 1, 2, 3, 4 loadout with advanced mechanics. So I'll show you again. So it's Invisibility, and then you get your Psychic Resonance going, you put Mass Hysteria on, and then you do Menace, Psychic Empowerment, comes out of Invisibility straight into Mass Terror, Grandeur, Mass Terror again, and then you're just going to be going through your normal 1, 2, 3 loadout. But because I took too long to do it there, I've lost my Psychic Resonance, so I've now got to wait until Invisibility off cooldown. And I'll tell you what, there is nothing worse than waiting for this. It is just so long because everybody's getting the damage out and you're sat there looking like a lemon. So you want to be really quick with it. That is why I would only recommend using this loadout on bosses. I still use the beginners loadout that I uploaded last week on the ads, and then when it comes to a boss fight, I'll go into my armory and you can see I've got DPS boss selected there. So I'll show you it again, and I'll do it in sort of real time now. So Invisibility, then Psychic Resonance. I haven't got Mass Hysteria, so I'm going to go Menace, Psychic Empowerment, Mass Terror, Grandeur, Mass Terror, and now the normal 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of loadout until Invisibility is back off cooldown. This is a nightmare, this running around. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You obviously want to make sure that you're as close as possible so that Mass Terror is hitting as big as it can. And then you can see that Invisibility is coming off cooldown now. So I'm just going to do one more Mass Terror, go back into Invisibility. You don't have to recast the Resonance, but you can do it just in case. Mass Terror, Grandeur, Mass Terror again. And now the normal 1, 2, 3, 4 through the powers. So Phantom Flames, Telekinetic Push, Psychic Shock, Mass Terror. Phantom Flames, Telekinetic Push, Psychic Shock, Mass Terror. Rinse and repeat. And you are going to be getting the big damage out. The benefit of using this loadout is obviously you've got your supercharge hidden away, and then you've also got 2 attack buffs in there as well, and you're getting 2 big hits in a short space of time, and then you're just doing your normal rotation. So it's really nice and simple, guys, but it's easy to mess up, and if you mess it up, you're gonna really pay for it. But if you can pull it off, you're getting so much more damage than you do with the beginner's guide, because you're getting another big extra tick of over 100k in there. So here we go, Invisibility's off again. So, oh, went a bit quick there, but it doesn't matter. And we're back straight into it. Obviously you can incorporate things like your trinkets into it, so you can clip your moves with it as you see fit. And you can see I've still got the resonance going because I'm going through the rotation. Don't have to cast it again unless I lose it. So we're still going, waiting for Invisibility to come off cooldown. There it is. So it's back now, so I'm going to go through the normal rotation, Mass Terror, Invisibility, and then Menace, clip with Empowerment, Mass Terror, Grandeur, Mass Terror, and then we're back into it again. Now, as you get better with this, guys, and you want to expand your damage even more, you can start incorporating clipping your weapon moves into each of the powers. So I'll do one normal rotation, and now I'm going to clip the range with each power. So you can see that I'm getting off the extra white damage there, and it's just adding a little bit extra on top with having not any sort of impact on the speed of the rotation. If you miss a couple, it doesn't matter, because you're still getting your normal advanced mechanics damage. But if you do get it off, then you're getting an extra couple of K on with each hit. So there we go. Oh, see, look, I've just been too quick there, so I've come out of it too early. And if I got knocked out there, I would have lost my resonance. So you've got to be on the ball with it. And just keeping an eye on when Invisibility is coming off cooldown. Sweet. So there we go then guys, that is the expert guide to mental DPSing. I absolutely love mental DPSing, especially this when it comes to bosses. Like, you can be a little bit behind someone in the damage and then you whack on this loadout for the boss and suddenly you're flying away from them. Like I said in the last build, obviously ice is still the best, but with mental I've beat ice DPSs, really good ice DPSs. I've come not far behind them, and it's just enjoyable to have this extra little perk in there with invisibility. So if you can master this side of things as well to mental DPSing guys, I would definitely recommend it. So I hope you did enjoy the video guys, and I do hope it helps you out as well. If you do have any questions, any comments, then let me know in the comment section below. But as always, please do make sure that you like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks very much for watching guys, take good care and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.